Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're set to bring you game number 2 today. It's Saturday, July, I believe, 22nd, Chuck.
Yeah, that's correct.
Am I right on that? How about that? Well,
All right.
Speaking of being right on something, I think we're going to be right on this one. This should be a whale of a ball game.
I agree with you, Ken, that probably the best matchup of the day.
I would say, yes.
As far as quality-wise, too. So
it's featuring the Viroqua 138ers, and they will be the home team winning the coin flip, and the Westby Coon Valley Bandits will come up to bat first. Chuck, let's take a look at the starting pitchers for today's game.
All right, for Viroqua, it would be Casey Kowalczyk. He'll be taking the mound. And for Westby, it would be Devin Nedland on the mound for Westby Coon Valley. So
Ben Ratha will be his battery mate, and Clayton Weston down there catching right now for Casey Kowalczyk. And Chuck, we saw Kowalczyk pitch the other night in that barn burner of a game in their very first day. And I tell you what, that young man can bring it.
he can bring it very well. And I don't remember what he did have for pitches.
I was going to say, I don't know if he hit 40 or not, but.
Say around 41, 40.
Yeah, something like that. And Devin Nedland, who is going to be pitching, he is a crafty pitcher for a young player. He's only a sophomore, going to be a junior. Well, here we go with the opening pitch. Let's turn that mic over to Chuck Rasmussen with our play-by-play.
All right, thanks, Ken. You said Devin Nedland, and Nedland is the pitcher, and he's also the leadoff hitter here for Westby Coon Valley, left-handed hitter. And then again, Casey Kowalczyk on the mound for Viroqua. The first pitch going to be called a strike. Clayton Weston behind the plate, as Ken said, is Tyler Quackenbush playing first base. Pitch is missing there. Miles Fry, the second baseman. Griffin Olson at shortstop, and Jackson Hoyam at third. Pitch is fouled off over here on the left-hand side. The outfield, Cooper Gelhaus in left. Kevin Landowski, the center fielder, and Connor Matheson is playing right. Nedland will be followed by Connor Butzler and Bo Milutinovic in the lineup here for Westby Coon Valley. Opening inning. The second game of the day, the 4:30 game, ground ball hit to Griffin Olson at short. Olson on over to first to Quackenbush for out number 1.
The winner of this ball game will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The loser of this game turns around and plays back-to-back. They take on Bi-State, who defeated Black River Falls by a score of 8-2 in a previous game. And that game, it took a while, and that's why we're running just a touch behind here in game 2.
Connor Butzler batting. Another lefty in the lineup for Westby Coon Valley.
They have a handful of them, that's for sure.
It's always nice to have those lefties in your lineup. Not only batting-wise, but if you can get lefties pitching too, it's always a nice thing.
Uh-huh.
The 1-1 popped up out towards left center field. Both the outfielders there giving it a chase, and it'll be Cooper Gelhaus making the catch for out number 2.
Nice job there by Cooper. He was able to track that down. He had it all the way. You could see he had it in his sights right from the start and finished it off with a nice grab.
Just like yesterday, too, the flag in center field pretty well straight down, and the flag up on the hill out in left field flying pretty much straight out. The wind from the west. Bo Milutinovic follows the first pitch back. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Our thanks with, excuse me, Chuck, our thanks with CNC Landscaping. Better get one of these in, these fine folks. Well, they have a number of things going on: stump grinding, putting up retaining walls, building small ponds, all kinds of great things for your landscaping needs.
Pitch to Milutinovic is going to be grounded to the third baseman. Hoyam up, and he'll throw it across. 3 up, 3 down for Westby Coon Valley in the top of the first.
More of our sponsors, Bethel Holman Services, reminding you it's that they also have Bethel Boutique. It's a food pantry and thrift shop in Westby, part of Bethel Home and Services. And the Bank of Cashin, that's Scott Wall and his great group since 1899. Bank of Cashin, supporting the area of Cashton and beyond with sound financial support. Back with more here. No score in the bottom half of the first. Viroqua coming to bat. Well, another one of our fine sponsors, again located out there in the Cashton area. Organic farming requirements, well, the place to go is Cashton Farm Supply. That's Ernie Peterson and family doing a great job with the agricultural field. Chuck, these two teams, a rich history, and we'll talk a little bit about what they've done against each other this year, but let's turn it back to you.
All right, leading things off for Viroqua in the home half of inning number one will be the shortstop, Griffin Olson, number one. And with a strike on him now. Pitch just misses. On the mound is Devin Nedland, as we said a little bit earlier, and behind the plate is Ben Rathel. Pitch is down at first base. It's Cale Griffin. Connor Butzler playing second base. The third baseman is Blake Sutton, and Bo Militnovich is the shortstop. The ground ball hit to the gap between first and second for a base hit for Olson.
Well, that ball just jumped off the bat.
Griffin Olson swings a nice bat. This will bring up Miles Fry, the second baseman, number 22. Olson gets his lead at first. A left-handed Nedlund takes a look. He'll bring the pitch home. There's a ground ball back to Nedlund. Nedlund to the shortstop covering, and then a throw to first. It's a double play. Nice job by Militnovich staying in there on that slide by Olson.
Boy, that was a great slide by Olson, too. There was nothing, over aggressive about it. He had to get down. Otherwise, it would have been an automatic double play.
Yep.
So good job.
Yeah, not only that, but he didn't get down. He might have taken one right in the chops, too.
Oh, exactly, yes.
But two down. Brings up Casey Kowalczyk. Pitcher in today's game, number 16.
Thanks to Central Express, where you'll find snacks, sandwiches, and hot food with all your favorite beverages. One stop at Cashton's Central Express.
Doesn't mean anything to anybody that's listening, but I remember back when we were playing, we had Wes Fishnick that played second base, and Mark Wolf was running between first and second, and went to turn a double play, and Wolf didn't get down, and he took one right in the chest.
Oh, yeah.
1-1. Kowalczyk takes for a strike two.
Megan Hemmerschbach invites you to stop in out there on Highway 27, Pasture Pride. Just outside of Caston, of course, award-winning dairy products and the Usto cheese. That's a fan favorite, now on sale through July.
Going to be popped up out of play. Two young fellas chasing after. Is there a reward, a bounty on those baseballs?
There might
Ken?
be, I think.
Freezies, maybe?
I think those freezies that you'll see walking around, yeah.
And there's a walk to Kowalczyk.
First baseman, Tyler Quackenbush.
Brings up Tyler Quackenbush. Number 19 playing first base today. Left-handed batter. All ball foul. Might have heard the bang off the vehicle out there.
Yes. You might want to rethink where they're at.
Yeah. The strike to Quackenbush. That's fouled.
Might have fouled that one right off the inside of his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op. Be sure to talk to John Maslevicek. Become a member of the locally owned Chaseburg Co-op. A lot of great advantages. One of them, of course, with the perks, is you get some money back, called dividends.
Pitch grounded to the third baseman. A little bobble there by Sutton, but he's going to recover in time to get the out. No runs across here for Viroqua in the first.
Boy, nice and smooth on that recovery. Did not panic.
Nope.
And like Chuck said, no score here after one between the Bandits and the 138ers. Well, you just saw on the screen our thanks going out to Chaseburg American Legion, Post 202, and Coon Valley American Legion, Post 116. We appreciate all that both of these Legion posts stand for. A lot of integrity, a lot of great things going on, and some wonderful things that they've done to protect our freedom.
Bodie Dempsey will lead things off here in the top of the second inning. Dempsey, the left-handed hitter, number 21, playing left field today. Again, it's Casey Kowalczyk on the mound for Viroqua. Takes that pitch inside for a ball. Pretty nice crowd here for this 4:30 game. It's now 5 o'clock. Got a little late started, Ken mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that previous game, it was just a long game. All there was to it, full 7 innings.
There's a little looper, and the first baseman, Tyler Quackenbush, will make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, he followed that one pretty well, and Miles Fry was right there just in case.
First baseman, Cale Griffin.
K.O. Griffin steps to the plate now, the first baseman. Number 9.
Had a big hit the other day with a double. I think bounced off over the fence.
Yeah, he got into that one well.
Yep.
Griffin will be followed by Gavin Larson. There's a shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Griffin headed into second base. Yeah, it's a stand-up double.
Well, another nice swing by a lefty, Chuck, like you said, and he made that one count for all it's worth.
Larson.
So Gavin Larson, 1 on, 1 out. The runner at second base is Griffin. Larson, number 14, playing center field. 1 out. Called strike on Larson.
Citizens First Bank providing jobs not only for the communities that they serve, but working closely with farm families and all the other businesses as well.
A swing and miss. One out. Larson fouls that pitch back.
Had a nice swing, and that was a pretty good fastball coming in from Kowalczyk.
Yeah, Kowalczyk, just in my memory, is throwing hard, but not quite as hard as he did the other night when he came into the game. And again, I don't know if it was a little added adrenaline the other night too,
Yeah.
but I was just really impressed with how hard he threw the ball the other night.
Yeah, he was pumped, that's for sure.
Yeah, and what an exciting ball game. That was one that Viroqua won 2-0. One out. Again, Larson back in, and he's going to hit this one out towards right center field, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit. And they're going to hold up Griffin at third.
He had to wait, and rightfully so, because you got good speed out there in both right and center field, and if you take off too quick, you're going to get doubled off.
Going to bring up Lucas Bendel, number 11, the right fielder for Westby Coon Valley, with runners at first and third. There's a called strike.
The last time these two teams played was on Monday of this week, Chuck, and it was Viroqua with a 12-2 win in 6 innings. And the time before that, when these two teams played, was right here, and Westby defeated Viroqua 3-2 for the championship of the Viroqua Legion tournament.
It was one of those high pitches that looked so good coming in, but Bendel, ground ball to first. Play's going to go to second for the force out, but a run will score.
Yeah, not able to get the double play. There was nobody really there to cover at first.
The catcher, Ben Rethel.
brings up Ben Rathel. Number 13 catching today. Runner at first, Bendel gets a short lead. Fouled out. Westby Coon Valley picks up a run in the second inning. Looking for more.
Thanks to Coon Valley Dairy Supply. Take the short drive to Coon Valley. Pick up your Gravely zero-turn lawn equipment today. Sure to find a special piece that fits all your needs.
There's a pitch just missing the strike zone. Two outs. That pitch is outside.
Well, he's worked it full now, Chuck.
Mm-hmm. So with 2 outs, the runner at first should get a pretty good jump here. Full count pitch delivered, and it's going to be a ball. So Rathel will walk and puts runners at first and second with Blake Sutton coming to bat. The third baseman, number 3.
Quick little timeout as Kelly Olson's going to saunter out and talk to Kowalczyk and the infield.
Sutton. Pitch to him, it's called strike. And runners at first and second. 1 run has scored. Called strike. 0-2. Fouled out.
And Jean Schultz reminds you to be sure to give her a call and set up time for next tax season. It is 608-452-3822, located on the north side there of Coon Valley.
Sutton back in. 0-2 the count. And there's a strikeout, but 1 run comes across the plate here for Westby.
Well, that little pep talk must have worked there, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
1-0 your score, though. Westby Coon Valley after 1.5. Here comes Viroqua up to bat after this. You're enjoying today's broadcast on Coon Valley Telecommunications Channel 14. We thank Carol and all the great crew down there on Central Avenue, as well as Evinger Equipment Sales and Service. Mark Evinger reminds you that they service what they sell, and they've got some wonderful deals coming up here, of course, in the latter month here of July and August.
Leading things off in the home half of inning number 2 will be Jackson Hoyam. He'll be followed by Cooper Gelhaus and Kevin Lundowski. Ken, the umpire for this game?
Let's see. It's going to be Mr. Solberg behind the plate here, I believe. And where is our... I've just drawn the blank here. I know it, too. You gonna
Rude?
Who is it?
Rude?
Rude. Jason Rude. Thank you. I knew it'd come to me with a little help.
All right, there's a base hit out to right field by Hoyam.
Yeah, he waited back on that pitch and was able to drive it.
Yeah, he did. I'm going to ask you another question here, too. Ken, I think it was earlier this year, you were supposed to go to a baseball banquet. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, that was, that was way back in the
February?
wrestling season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Super Regional weekend. There's a nice bunt, Chuck.
And the sacrifice is going to be complete by Cooper Gelhaus.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was held at Middleton. I think it was what? I'm trying to remember the hotel now, but Marriott maybe. And John Hamilton, for one, was inducted into the Hall of Fame for baseball. That was pretty cool for Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. And I was fortunate enough. Western Wisconsin Video Productions was the baseball media of the year. So
yeah,
that was pretty, thanks.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat. Thanks for remembering that.
Just happened to pop in. So, all right, there's a strike to Lundowski. Count it 1-1. Yeah, pretty neat award and well deserved.
Thank you. Got a lot of help, though. I stopped and thought about that one day. You know, it must have at different times throughout the year, probably, at least 10 different people helping out with all the different broadcasts that we do. So, it's hats off to all you guys, too.
Thank you. Counted 1-2. That pitch fouled off by Lundowski. Lundowski, the center fielder.
Kevin pitched a nice game last night in the win.
Okay. See Grandpa and Grandma Lundowski here tonight. They were down at another grandson's game down in Prairie du Chien earlier today.
They're putting on a few miles.
They do, but they follow the sport and their grandkids very much.
Ooh, right off Solberg's face mask. They'll give him a moment here.
Mm-hmm.
That one got by everybody. I mean, it didn't even, just straight shot.
And there was nothing that could be done there. Wraithel, there's no way that he's going to get his glove up there fast enough to stop that one. Wraithel will work around a little bit here, give the umpire a little bit of time to recuperate. And again, good sportsmanship there.
Yeah,
he's good, smart.
And he's probably saying sorry in 5 different languages right now.
That pitch is fouled away by Lundowski. Count it 2-2 to Lundowski. 1 out. Runner at second. There's a ground ball. Up the middle, the second baseman's going to get it, and Lundowski's
Wow.
going to get thrown out on an extremely close play.
Very close.
I don't know that if we want to play replay on that one or not.
Well, puts the runner over at third base, though. 90 feet away to tie this up.
Okay, it's going to bring up Connor Matheson. There's a called strike.
Thanks to Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte working only in Vernon, La Crosse, and Monroe counties, helping out when you're in need for title insurance.
Matheson with a swing and miss there. Playing right field, number 23, Matheson. And this is a pop-up. Shortstop Milutinovic will make the call, and he'll also make the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the third.
Give Link Buckles your ideas and dreams and watch it come to life with Countertops by Design just outside of Westby on Highway 27. Well, after 2 complete, it's 1-0 Bandits as they come to bat in the top half of the third. Our thanks going out to the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Post 2707. Be sure to support their cancer telethon. They usually have that late January, and they do a wonderful job.
Top half of inning number 3 going to be the top of the order for Westby Coon Valley, and Devin Nedlund steps in. Ken, with his couple degrees that he has earned over the years, one of it is a BS in food. And Ken, describe the smells that we're having right now.
That aroma is delicious.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're looking for some popcorn, oh, I love the smell of popcorn. You smell that right now. And before that, it was the smell of some hamburgers.
Bacon, I think.
Yeah, bacon. Oh, come on down. And some beverages here, too. So I count 1 and 2 on Nedlund. And that is followed back. Nedlund grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Nedlund has just finished his sophomore year in high school. And he'll swing at another one. Goes over here to the concrete bleachers.
In there.
To our left. Count again, 1 and 2. Casey Kolchak on the mound. There's a high bouncer to the Fry at second. He's going to get it on the second hop, I believe, and throw out Nedlund.
He covers some nice ground over there. Our thanks to Hopkins and Hopkins Law Office. Well, when it comes to adoption, personal injury, using experience, integrity, and knowledge of the law in your favor, it's George and Stephanie Hopkins here in Viroqua.
Going to be Connor Butzler at the bat now. He flew out to left field for the second out in the first inning. Which is high. Foul ball.
Well, Dr. Jerry Johnson, a chiropractor in the south side of La Crosse, who was a member of many of those great 138er Legion teams back in his day. It's 20 years of experience serving tri-state area. Stop in and have him check out you and your whole family chiropractic care.
Hustlers fouls another one back. It's count at 1-2. One away here in the top of the third. Westby holding on to a 1-0 advantage. Casey Kowalczyk on the mound. There's a fly ball out towards left center field. Cooper Gilhouse is going to be there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Well, J&R Surplus, where you'll find that something special, J&R Military Surplus also wants to thank all of you for your continued support of our military.
Bo Milutinovic will step in now. Milutinovic grounded out to the third baseman to end the first inning. That was pitch number 48 for Kowalczyk. His battery mate Clayton Weston. The called strike. Tyler Quackenbush at first, Miles Fry at second, Griffin Olson at the shortstop, and Jackson Hoyam is at third. The 1-1 pitch. Down and away. In the outfield, it is Cooper Gelhaus, Kevin Landowski in center field, and Connor Matheson in right. 2 outs. Swung on and fouled out of play. The crowd chasing the ball is increasing. We got 4 out there that I see chasing, and a 5th. I don't think he's going to get there.
Number 5 might as well turn around.
Yeah. There's a slap down the right field line, going to be fouled by about 8 feet.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to watch some softball action, go up to Nordic Lanes in Westby. Softball on Monday night for co-ed. Thursday is your men's softball all through the summer. And, of course, their little tournament series will be coming up beginning the end of July, if I remember right, first part of August. Thanks to Scott and Sue Sordahl. And Bill Klemick is helping us out once again. O'Reilly Auto Parts right here in Viroqua. Quality parts from quality people. They do a really nice job because you can go in there, you can ask a question, and they'll get the part. And you know what? They'll even help you put windshield wipers on and things like that. They'll fix you right up. Gotta like that. Some of those windshield wipers anymore, you need a degree just in technology.
Yeah. It's 2-2. 2 outs to Milutinovic. And this is a fly ball out towards right field. Connor Matheson will be there, and he'll make the catch. Right on the foul line for out number 3.
And we also want to say thanks to Organic Valley, located in Cashton and Lafarge convenience stores. You'll find delightful, healthy dairy products from farm to the home is how I should probably say it. Organic Valley Cooperative, very own, number 1 here in America. Well, after 2.5, it's still 1-0 Westby Coon Valley over Viroqua. Apex Corner. I hope you're enjoying today's ball game down there outside of Caston on County D. Check out all the great food specials throughout the week.
Clayton Weston swings at the first pitch. It's a fly ball out to Bodie Dempsey. He'll make the catch for out number 1 here in the 3rd inning. Viroqua trails 1-0. Back to the top of the order, and it'll be Griffin Olson. Olson singled.
Viroqua, before this tournament started, I think they had 47 games in, Chuck.
49.
49, was it?
50. 35
Wow.
and 14 on the summer.
That is something. They did pretty good to get that many in.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It hasn't been that many days since they were probably able to play. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball deep, center field. And Olson's going to get that one. That's out by the scoreboard for a home run.
That bounced off the scoreboard on a one hop.
On a one hop.
Well, that just tied the ball game up by the all-star player.
He got into that one very well.
Oh, wow. Well, a new ball game now. Thanks to Proline Printing, contact Chet at Proline Printing for all your printing needs. Fast, professional, and courteous service is always on Chet's mind. That's right here in Viroqua, of course, downtown.
Miles Fry batting.
Well, Nedlin's bouncing right back with a couple of pretty tough pitches there.
Mm-hmm. It's always interesting to see, as Ken says, he's got himself a strikeout here to see after a home run how a pitcher responds.
Yep. Yeah, you quickly got to put it behind you.
Yep. Yeah, short memory. Casey Kowalczyk batting now. Kowalczyk walked in the 1st inning. Fouled right back. The screen wasn't there. Might have been able to catch that.
Yeah, you Gold Glove again. That'll work.
Yeah. Either that or I'd have got out of the way and you'd have had to make the catch. Still, I don't know if I could have got out of the way. Pitch is good. Oh, called strike on the very low outside corner of the plate. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Heard some question marks from the Viroqua crowd about that second to the last pitch.
Rudy's Bar and Hotel, excuse me.
It's a ground ball. Milinovic scoops and tosses on over to first for the out. But one run across for Viroqua. They tie up at 1.
Located in Genoa, overlooking the beautiful Mississippi River. Friendly atmosphere, and of course that scenery is great. Also lunch specials that you can have, and it's a favorite spot for fishermen and hunters alike. Back with more here as we move to the top of the 4th inning. It's 1-1, Westby Coon Valley and Viroqua. Dr. Jerry Johnson, chiropractor, with over 18 years of experience serving the tri-state area. Have your next chiropractic exam with Dr. Jerry Johnson, located on the south side of La Crosse. Chiropractic care for the whole family is Dr. Johnson's focus, regardless of your age. Chiropractic care can enhance one's ability to fight off many afflictions. Well, one of our fine sponsors is Rural Mutual Insurance, the Kevin Blusky Agency. Well, when it comes to America's game of baseball, so goes Rural Mutual Insurance right here in Wisconsin, as it's the Wisconsin-based company that does business only here in our beautiful state.
Left fielder, Bodie. Dempsey.
Visiting half of inning number 4. It'll be Bodie Dempsey, Cale Griffin, and Gavin Larson scheduled for Westby Coon Valley. We're tied at 1.
Well, a short little break. There's Scenic Bluffs Community Health with medical, dental, behavioral health, chiropractic, acupuncture, and, of course, a terrific pharmacy service for all your support of your health care needs.
Casey Kowalczyk back on the mound. Pitches out of the strike zone. Dempsey popped up to the first baseman in his first plate appearance. Swings and misses at that pitch.
Chuck, you mentioned earlier that Casey maybe was a little, not as crisp in that first inning and a half, but he seems to be doing a little better now.
Yeah. Count 1-2 now to Dempsey. There's a ground ball hit up middle for a base hit for Dempsey.
First baseman, Cale. Griffin.
Gil, Ken, I'm going to have you kind of recap the action earlier today and then what's also going to take place a little bit later.
Yeah, I'll do that right after this pitch for you.
Okay. That pitch to Cale Griffin. Griffin doubled and scored a run back in the second inning.
Black River Falls had their season end this afternoon on the 2 o'clock game as the Bi-State Bulldogs defeated them 8-2, which promotes or propels, however you want to say it, the Bulldogs into the 7 o'clock ball game where they will face the loser of this game. The winner moves into Sunday at 1 o'clock and sitting in a good position, being undefeated.
Count 0-2 on Griffin. You say the team Bi-State.
Yeah.
For some out there, is that a mix between Minnesota and Wisconsin ball players, or what is that?
Well, I wonder if there might be, but basically.
Pop up. Who's going to take it? The third baseman's going to make the call, and it will be Jackson Hoya making the catch. Route number 1.
It'll be a lot of the players that have played on the Onalaska Luther High School team and some of the surrounding area. So that's kind of the gist of it. We always kind of say, yeah, it's the Onalaska Luther bunch.
Okay, yeah. And we're both familiar with the Bi-State Wrestling Classic, and that is because, when it started out, Dave Rudrud ended up having teams from both Wisconsin and and Minnesota, and there's been a number of other states over the years also. Throw down to second.
Boy, nice
Dempsey.
backup by Miles Fry. Holy smokes.
Yep. A stolen base for Dempsey. Larson back in here. Larson singled in his first appearance today. That pitch misses, taking the count to 1-1. Count at 2-1.
Well, whether it's residential, commercial, stop in at Sealand's Carpetland for all your flooring needs. Locally owned, it's Tim Sealand, Coon Valley.
Count now at 3-1. And Larson's able to catch a walk. And it's going to bring up Lucas Bendel. Reached on a fielder's choice. Back there in the second inning. We are in the fourth with one down, runners at first and second. I think that's 4 balls in a row from Kowalczyk.
I thought for a moment the batter was going to jump in and try and swing at that first offering, but he held back.
There's a swing and a miss. Runner on second is Bodie Dempsey. The runner at first, Gavin Larson. There's a out at second. Catch by Fry.
That was a nice catch. Stretching towards second base.
Moves up Ben Rathel. Number 13, the catcher. He walked in the second. Job by Clayton Weston to keep that ball in front of him. Count 2-0 on Rathel. The fly ball out towards right. Connor Matheson will make the catch. And that's 3 away here in the fourth.
Well, our thanks going out to Street Smarts Driving School, understanding the safety and responsibility that goes with driving. Best taught by an outstanding driving school right here in Southwest Wisconsin. That's Kelly Olson. Well, after 3.5, we're still sitting at 1 apiece. We'll see what Viroqua will do when we return. Well, another one of our fine sponsors, Swenson Doors, when it comes to overhead doors, garage doors, even front doors for your home. There's the place to go. Free estimates, information. Stop in and see Mark or Sean today, south side of Viroqua.
Tyler Quackenbush swings at the first pitch, and it's going to go foul. Quackenbush grounded out to the third baseman to end the first inning. We're 1-1, tied between Viroqua and Westby here in the home half of inning number 4. Ground ball hit towards second. A slow roller. Butzler's got it. And he'll make the quick throw for out number 1.
Well, you're right. He had to make a quick one because that was a speedy young man running down the line.
Moves up Jackson Hoyam. And it's Devin Nedland on the mound. Ben Rathel behind the plate. Cale Griffin at first. There's a ground ball foul. That was the 44th pitch by Nedlund. Connor Butzler is at second base. Bo Miletinovich is at short. And Blake Sutton is at third. Pitch is outside to Hoyam. It's Bowdy Dempsey in left. Gavin Larson in center field. And Lucas Bindle there in right. 1-1. There's a liner foul down the first base side. One-two pitch. Outside and low. The grounder, a number back to the pitcher. Pitcher's got it, and he'll throw on to first. That was Nedlund to Griffin for out number 2.
Boy, he had to get off the mound quickly there as that ball was not hit sharply, as you mentioned, and yet he made a tough play look rather easy.
Yeah, barehanded it. Going to bring up Cooper Gelhaus. Gelhaus with a sacrifice in his first plate appearance. There's another number, and this is going to go right to Cale Griffin. He'll step on first for the third out of the inning. Quick inning here for Viroqua.
Well, the Thirsty Turtle, you have to stop in and try all your favorite luncheon specials. They do have their turtle burger. There we go. It is a half pound, or you can get the smaller one at 5 ounces. Thanks to the Thirsty Turtle in Stoddard. Well, life is so much better when you're well adjusted. Don't wait. Find out today what your spine is looking like with Dr. Martin Midas, 1103 Front Street in Cashton. Well, I tell you what, a great ball game going on here. And, Chuck, we're already in the 5th.
Top of the 5th. Both teams with 1 run on 3 hits. It'll be Blake Sutton leading things off for Westby Coon Valley. Again, top of the 5th. He'll be followed by the top of the order. 1-0 pitch from Kowalczyk has popped up over our heads. And the count evens at 1.
We are just an hour into this game.
Called strike on Sutton. Makes the count at 1-2. A little different pace than that last game. There's a fly ball out towards the parking lot. And it misses the vehicles.
Well, if a vehicle does get hit, they could go to T's Auto Sales and Service. Customer safety is #1 priority. Tune-ups, transmission work, brakes, alignments, and a whole lot more. T's Auto Service in Stoddard.
Count at 1-2. And there's a called strike on Sutton for out number 1.
Talk to Don Wallace, your Tractor Central dealer between Westby and Viroqua here, your John Deere dealer located on Highway 14. All kinds of great equipment, farm equipment, gators, and more.
Devin Nedlund stands to the plate now. That was a second strikeout for Kowalczyk. Takes a pitch for a ball. Nedlund 0 for 2, a ground out to the shortstop and a ground out to the second baseman. There's a grounder up the middle this time, and this will be a base hit for Nedlund.
He's been a very tough out as the number one hitter for the Bandits.
Well, and right now, with the hit now, he is batting 5 for 10 in the tournament. Just finished his sophomore year in high school. Second team all-conference player. Brings up Connor Butzler. Butzler 0 for 2, 2 flyouts to left field. Butzler 4 for 8 in the tournament. Just finished his junior year in high school from Cashton. All-conference player of the year. Runner takes off and he's going to get thrown out.
Yep.
It's a heck of a nice throw there by Clayton Weston, and caught stealing.
Miles Fry right there, and he could have had a cup of tea with that one.
80 pitches now for Kowalczyk. Nice throw by Weston. Two outs, pitch is high.
Well, you're enjoying today's ball game on Vernon Communications, Channel 14.
Called strike, making the count at 3-1. Butzler takes a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And the count full with 2 down. Kowalczyk delivers, and that's going to be high. And Butzler will trot on down to first base with a walk. Going to bring up Bo Milutinovic. Bo 0 for 2 in the game. 2 for 10 in the tournament. All-conference selection. And he just graduated.
And here comes Kelly Olson once again. Well, Vernon Acres, newly constructed 32-unit residential care apartment complex, meeting the needs for the growing, aging population. And Vernon Manor, 80-bed skilled nursing home on the north side of Viroqua, over 125 years of help. You know, Chuck, when you take a look at this, again, just popping out there and say, look, we got a good job by the throw from Clayton Weston. All we need now is just, fire those strikes and stay after it, stay pumped up.
Yep, stay aggressive, but let your defense play if they need.
Yep. Thanks to Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, Vernon Electric and Richland Electric as they team up to bring you today's baseball tournament. 75-plus years of service to our area.
Milutinovic. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0. Runner at first, 2 outs. Runner takes off. There's a throw down to second. That's going to be a little wider than the last throw by Weston. But Butzler will be there with a stolen base.
The other part, too, Coach Olson might have been saying, Milutinovic, good speed, good pop. You got to be, you still got to pitch him carefully, but like you said, yet aggressive.
Runner on second. There's a called strike. We're tied at 1 here in the 5th inning between Westby Coon Valley and Viroqua. Pitch is outside. Milutinovic holds off. Count at 2-2. Kowalczyk steps off. Back on.
Oh, called third strike, huh?
Third strike.
I was watching the
runner also?
The runner, yeah. All of a sudden, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's 4.5 in the book, still 1-1. Viroqua coming to bat after this.
One left on base.
Well, if you're looking for a place to go when it comes to banquets, dining facilities, the next big event that you might have, birthday parties, it's the Viroqua VFW on the south side, and they have a delicious Friday night fish, folks.
Kevin Landowski leads things off for Viroqua in the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, we're tied at 1. Landowski. (4-3) for the out in the 2nd inning. And a very close play at first. One that I guess several of us up here in the booth thought might have went the other way. There's a swing and miss. It's 3, takes off, and catcher, nice job by Rathel, and he'll throw him out.
Right fielder, Connor. Matheson.
Well, the Viroqua Hills Golf Course, it is your 5-star ranked golf course right here in the beautiful Vernon County. 6,300 yards of outstanding scenery. That's the Viroqua Hills Country Club.
Nedlin just threw his 54th pitch. We're in the 5th inning with 1 out. This is Connor Matheson batting. He popped out to the shortstop in the 2nd inning. Quick 2 strikes. And there's a called strike 3 on Matheson.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen that out of Connor. He is usually, and I mean this in a positive way, he can get after things. Nedlin really mixed that one up.
Clayton Weston batting now. Weston flew out to left field in his first plate appearance. And there's another one towards left field. And that is
Wow.
Okay. Well, we couldn't tell necessarily from here.
Right. I couldn't tell you either.
That the left fielder, Dempsey, came up with the ball, but it must have bounced before it got there. So.
Well, and Coach John Hamilton is saying you got to get out there to make the call, to the base umpire.
Well, I would agree with that. It's a tough one there. Tough call. I mean, you got to be hustling right away to get out there. But again, that's one of those tough spots with a two-person umpiring crew.
Now a timeout, and Coach Hamilton's going to come out and talk things over. I think that's a good move right here, kind of make sure everybody's settled in.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Yeah.
Griffin Olsen up.
All right. In the fifth, the 2 outs. And again, as Ken said, Griffin Olsen batting. Olsen, 2 for 2, a single and a home run. And there's a called strike on Olsen, counted 0-2. Runner at first, Clayton Weston. We're in the fifth. Nedlund, this is pitch number 60. A stolen base for Weston. And they count at 1-2. Good job by Rathel behind the plate to keep that ball in front of him.
Yeah, that really was right there.
Mm-hmm. Count evens at 2s. 2 down. 5th inning. Nedlund looks in for the sign. And the pitch. There's a called strike 3. No runs across here. 1 hit for Viroqua here in the 5th.
WCCU now with your mobile bank driving around. You got to love that. If you can't get to the bank, they'll get to you. Great rates, fast service at WCCU. Well, it's going into the bottom of the 5th inning here, and we're still tied at 1s. Or wait, we're
Top
back.
of 6.
Top of 6. My goodness, this is going fast. We'll be right back. Well, Chuck, like we said, we're already in the 6th inning here, and this we knew was going to be a fun one, and it's just not disappointing anybody.
No, it's going to be Bodie Dempsey, Cale Griffin, and Gavin Larson, the 4, 5, 6 batters in the lineup here for Westby in the 6th inning. Again, that's Casey Kowalczyk back on the mound.
This pitch count is getting up there now.
I think that was pitch number 90. 91. Dempsey has popped out to the first baseman and singled. Stole the base back in the 4th. Dempsey graduated a year ago. 4 for 8 in the tournament. Follows that pitch back.
Had a good swing at a good pitch there, of course. Thanks to the Westby American Legion supporting the youth of our area and the Legion broadcast. They remind you that they are always looking for new members, and they will help support our military folks.
Count 3-1 to Dempsey. And a swing and a miss. Kowalczyk with some heat. Count full. Nobody out. Again, we're in the 6th. Tied at 1. Kowalczyk reaches back and he fires a fastball past Dempsey for out number 1.
That was just good old coming after you kind of a baseball pitch.
Yep. Hit my best.
Yep.
Going to bring up Cale Griffin. Griffin has doubled and scored and flew out to the third baseman. A swing and miss by Griffin. Griffin graduated a year ago. 4 for 10 in the tournament. And he finds himself down quickly, 0-2. Griffin the hands up the bat a little bit here with the 0-2 count. And he'll swing and miss anyway. 2 straight strikeouts. Actually make that 3 strikeouts in a row for Kowalczyk. Going to bring up Gavin Larson. Larson a base hit and then reached on a walk. He is 4 for 8 in the tournament. Larson will be a junior this year in high school. Up with 2 outs. A called strike. A little darkness in the skies.
Yeah.
To our north. Hopefully it stays away for a while, though we could use the rain. Count 0-2. That's Kowalczyk's 101st pitch, and he gets another strikeout.
My goodness. Well, we're going to move to the bottom half of the 6th. We're still knotted at 1s. Back in a moment. Well, Chuck, we're just kind of waiting here, wondering if something's going to bust loose offensively.
Yeah, we're tied at 1. We're in the home half of inning number 6. It's Miles Fry, and you're talking busting loose. We hope it's not the rain, at least for a couple more hours.
There you go.
Getting a little dark towards our north. It's Miles Fry batting. He's 0 for 2. 1 for 10 in the tournament. Again, the numbers that I give you are absolutely not the official numbers.
But
very
awfully close.
It's got to be awfully close. Again, there's a swing and miss by Fry. 1-2 the count. Nedlund on the mound. And there's a swing and miss. Nedlin with a strikeout.
The pitcher, Casey Kowalczyk.
That's Nedlin's 4th strikeout in the last 2 innings. Kowalczyk to the plate. He's walked and grounded out.
Well, there's a chance for rain around 6:45, they're saying, and an even greater chance around 8:45.
Let's go for 8:45.
I would like to see 8:45, yeah.
And be an hour off. All right, count 1-1. Make that 1-2. Swing and miss. Breaking ball there from Nedlin. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Going to be high. Count evens at 2. Kowalczyk will be followed by Quackenbush. There's a fly ball out towards center field, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit from Kowalczyk.
First baseman, Tyler.
Yeah, you just didn't get a good read on that one.
I thought it was actually even going to go a little deeper than that.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up Tyler Quackenbush. Quackenbush 0 for 2. Grounded out to the 3rd baseman and the 2nd baseman. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. The pitcher over to the shortstop covering, and the throw to first is going to be in time for a double play.
Well,
We go to the 7th.
that was definitely tailor-made, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Westby Co-op Creamery, for over 115 years, farmer-owned. The Westby Co-op Creamery been recognized for state, national, and of course in the state of Wisconsin, the state fair. Cottage cheese and many of the cheese products. Take home that country goodness today.
Top of the 7th. We're tied at 1, Ken. This is what we expected.
Just a super ball game. That's all there is to it.
Casey Kowalczyk back on the mound. His pitch count at 101. That's now 102 as he throws a strike. Interesting to see if Westby will take a couple pitches. And they're going to be up there swinging. That was pitch 103.
That was going to be a strike anyways, but
Yep. There's a strikeout. That was Lucas Bendall batting there. So Kowalczyk will get to face Rathel. He's at 104. This will be his last batter, though. Again, we're in the top of the 7th. We're tied at 1. Kowalczyk with 5 strikeouts in a row. There's another strike there. Did not get his second strikeout till the first out in the 5th inning. Now 6 strikeouts, so the last 7 outs. Count at 1-2 to Rathel. Rathel has walked and flown out to right field.
From where he started in the game to how he's finishing, it's a turnaround, right?
Yep. I would say it that way also. And there's a strike 3. Makes 2 outs, and we're going to have a pitching change.
Well, we'll take another break and be right back and see who will step out here on the mound for the 138ers.
With 2 outs here in the the top of the 7th inning, Casey Kowalczyk will have to come out of the game because of the pitches, and he's going to be replaced on the mound by Griffin Olson. 2 outs. Pitch is a strike from Olson. Batting is Blake Sutton. Sutton has struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Count 1-1 to Sutton. Again, we're in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. We're tied at 1-1 between Westby Coon Valley and Viroqua. Here's a called strike.
Well, from seven convenient locations, Zip Stop from Genoa to Ontario, a new store in Viola. Any of those with great products for you, from snacks and, of course, your fuel to keep your vehicles running smoothly.
Pitch fouled off. There's a base hit for Sutton to left field. And that'll bring us up to the top of the order.
The pitcher, Nedlin.
Devin Nedlin bats now. Nedlin 1 for 3 today. 5 for 10 in the tournament.
Nice base hit right back up the middle in his previous at-bat.
2 outs. Olson delivers. Runner takes off. And then going to be a throw down to second, but in there safely is Sutton.
Tell you what, Griffin Olsen did a kind of a neat thing. He just bellied down so that Clayton Western would have a clear shot of second base.
Runner on second now. Scoring position. Nedland. Falls right off the mid of the catcher, Clayton Weston. It's a Miles Fry playing second base, or excuse me, shortstop now.
He played shortstop throughout the spring ball, high school baseball season. So very comfortable with that. And Kowalczyk at second was where he played.
The air changing a little bit, a little cool air coming in now.
Yeah.
That fouled off.
Well, you'd like to think if you're the 138er side that Olsen is in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm. Counted 0-2. 2 down. Runner in second. We're tied at 1. 7th inning. Olsen. The pitch. Taken for a ball. 1-2. It's a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Fry on over to first. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the home half of inning number 7. We're tied at 1. All right, Ken, we're in the bottom of the 7th. Jackson Hoyam steps to the plate. Hoyam 1 for 2 in this game. 3 for 9 in the tournament. The 0-1 pitch taken inside. Nedlund still on the mound. He has 74 pitches.
He's really done a tremendous job.
He has been very efficient, very effective. There's a foul ball. Rathel really hustling behind the plate. Again, the breeze coming in now from the north. Air has changed. Cooled off. The 1-2 pitch to Hoyam. He'll be followed by Cooper Gilhouse and Kevin Landowski. A swing and miss. Hoyam out number 1. Up Cooper Gilhouse. Gilhouse has sacrificed and then went 3 unassisted. 2 for 7 in the tournament. Gilhouse will be a senior this year, and he'll take a strike.
Well, we do have Storms Chuck over just above us here.
Okay.
And if it's staying across, we might hit the edge of it. But up in that Holman area, Winona area, they're getting pounded on right now.
There's a ground ball hit to the third baseman. He's going to miss it. It's going to be an error on Sutton, and Gilhouse will reach. This will bring up Kevin Landowski. Left-handed hitting. Grounded out 4-3 and struck out. 2 for 8 in the tournament. Landowski, runner on first, gets its lead. Nedlund steps off. Nedlund at 79 pitches, I believe. Landowski takes a pitch for a strike. Toss over to first. Gilhouse back easily. The 0-1 pitch on its way. Landowski, a base hit through the hole between shortstop and third. Landowski, big hit.
And we're going to get a timeout here as Coach John Hamilton comes out on the field.
All right, runners at first and second, 1 down. Connor Matheson batting. Count 1-0 on him. Nedlund on the mound yet. There's a foul ball, just foul down the first base line by Matheson. Matheson 0 for 2 in this game, 1 for 8 in the tournament. Game that we kind of expected this excitement to be, and it's lived up to the hype.
Very much so.
Counted 0-2 to Matheson. Nedlund delivers. There's a ground ball towards the second baseman. The second baseman's going to flip to the shortstop, Milutinovic, and Milutinovic, I don't know what happened. Said he was pulled off.
He said he was pulled off.
Pulled off by the throw.
Wow.
So safe all around.
Well, a tough one there. And now everybody's going to need to get refocused. And here's something, too, Chuck. Well, they're going to bring in a pinch hitter here. I would not be surprised if they laid down a bunt. That would not surprise me one bit. They're pretty good at squeeze bunts.
And this is going to be whom coming into the game here?
I haven't had a chance to take a peek here yet.
No, but they will be a batting in place of Clayton Weston.
For Viroqua, number 17, Ben
Ben
Ben-Zom.
Well, good speed here. If he lays down a bunt.
All right, bases are full, 1 out. Ben-Zom steps in. And he'll hit a fly ball down the right field side and falling out of play. Zom, second plate appearance in the tournament. Tough spot for everybody involved here. And he's going to hold off. They counted 1-1 to Zom. Again, bases loaded, 1 out. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the 7th inning. The 1-1 pitch on its way. And it's going to be outside. Counted 2-1. Attention here for the batter, the pitcher, the catcher, the base runners. And there's a swing and miss. Fouled it back into the glove of Rathel. And they count it 2-2. 1 out. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Ken, where do you want to be right now? Do you want to be batting or pitching?
You know, in this one, I think I want to hit. You got bases loaded, you 1 down, make some good contact here, make something happen.
2-2. And that pitch is outside, called outside. Count full. And the pitch. Fouled back. Just gets contact. Ben-Zom batting. Some sprinkles starting to come in now. Keep the lightning away for a little while. The full count pitch. And it's a called strike.
Wow.
Called strike. All right, to the top of the order, and it's Griffin Olson. Thank you. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Not many people that you wouldn't like to see batting in this case if you're Viroqua than Griffin Olson.
For sure.
The 1-0 pitch to Olson, bases loaded. Counted now 2-0. Starting to rain a little bit harder. Nedlin, pitch number 95. Just foul.